Here with Nick Ruffin, defensive back from St. Pius, committed to Auburn. Nick, can you take us back through that decision, why you picked Auburn?
Yeah, definitely. The reason for picking Auburn was just the family feel, really, everything. It felt right. Like, so many places they say that, family is key for us, but at Auburn you felt like you were part of that family. They took you in and made you part of their family, and that really drew me in. And on top of that, just great academics, on top of the fact that I'll get the opportunity to play early and compete for a starting job. So I mean, that definitely took its toll on me, and I couldn't say no to it.
Now, who were your runner-up schools when you committed to Auburn?
Georgia, as well as Vanderbilt, and South Carolina was also in the running.
Now, like with all good prospects, I'm sure you'll be recruited by other schools until signing day. Who would you say is recruiting you the hardest right now, other than Auburn?
Probably LSU is the hardest as far as recruiting goes.
And what about that? Are you planning on taking any other visits, or?
I'm only going to take one more visit, and that's back to UGA. I made a promise to them that I'd take an official there, so of course I want to be a man of my word. So that's the only other visit outside of Auburn.
All right, and then what about do the Auburn coaches, do they know about that? Or
Yes, sir.
And what do they tell you about that?
They said as long as I don't have too much fun. So as long as I don't have too much fun, it's okay.
Right. And have you set a date for your Georgia visit? Or?
I'll be attending the game when they play LSU, so early in the season.
Okay. And what would it take for Georgia to work themselves in there with you?
That's a good question. Probably the whole world. I love Auburn to death. So I mean, it would take a whole lot for them to flip my decision.
And then, what would you tell Auburn fans worried about you visiting another school?
There's no reason to worry. Once I make a decision, my decision is final. Especially it's something as big as this. So there's no reason to worry at all.
All right, that's Nick Ruffin, defensive back, St. Pius, headed to Auburn University.